Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, CammysCraftiques. So this video is just really how I inexpensively decorated my mantle for fall, really on a very tight budget. Everything here was either on sale or thrift store finds or Dollar Tree. Really inexpensive places. So it starts off at the top, and I have the leaves on top, which is in the background. You hear my dog eating dinner. On the top, it starts off with a garland, which is all fall color leaves. Last year, I bought that at a Hobby Lobby. The regular price, I believe, was like $7.99, and I got it for, what is it, $7.99, about $4. Now, right underneath that is the home sign that I did, and that was a Dollar Tree project. That was a DIY from Dollar Tree. And the signing that I had used on these was the Jingle All the Way and Let It Snow signs. All I did on that was I pulled off the lettering of, Jingle All the Way or Let It Snow, whichever one it was. I got white chalk paint. I painted it on the sign. I drew the black lines to make it look like slats of wood. And then I just dry brushed some black onto the white chalk paint to give it that, farmhouse feel. The letters I bought at Walmart, and I painted them black with just black paint that I had on hand, like that dollar little paint. I think it's apple crate or apple something or another. And that's all that was, and some hot glue. And for $10, I got a pretty nice statement piece there, I feel. So moving along, I have here, I did a floral, and everybody probably has these flower and garden pails from Dollar Tree. This was really easy, and it's something that I could take apart very easily. I made sure I did it that way. So I just, put ribbon around the pail. I did some rope. The filler in here is some pumpkins. Walmart has them in bags. They're like maybe $3.98 or $2.98 for a bunch of little pumpkins. And I used a leaf floral spray. And I had also from Dollar Tree, the leaves, was the mums. I bought one in like a crimson and one in the off-white. And all I did was pluck some of the white ones off and stuck some crimson ones on just to give it a little, pop of color and something a little more subtle with the white. And if you look close, what I did was I just got a stick outside from a tree. It was not really a stick, a small limb, I guess. And I just tied everything together with some Dollar Tree twine. So that's all I did on that. And there's some of my Dollar Tree ceramic pumpkins, which everybody has hundreds of them and loves them. And then my little scarecrow guys, they were $1 each. I was originally going to do something with them, and then I thought they looked cute as is. So I just did 2 on each side. Then here was a Dollar Tree frame, and I just framed one of the calendar pictures. I believe this is in the Be Brave calendar that everybody has. And I mean, it was as simple as that. The frame, actually, I did dry brush white chalk paint over because I wanted it to tie in with all the, with my decor. Okay, so now I have my little straw wreath, again, Dollar Tree scarecrow, and I did it on a straw wreath, which again I got on clearance over at Hobby Lobby for 99 cents, probably about a year ago. And then I had another floral pick, so I just picked some leaves, and I had some sunflowers from another project. And the black and white buffalo check ribbon I bought, I want to say last Christmas, also at Hobby Lobby, and it was probably about $4 or $5 because I paid 50% off. Okay, So my next sign here is also another Dollar Tree DIY, and that is the 3 pumpkins. And the backing that I used on here was the Valentine's love sign. As you can see, I kept the heart. I utilized the heart in this sign. And the pumpkins were the ones that said like welcome friends and hello fall. The one that had like the burlap and the glitter. I removed the burlap and then I painted with white chalk paint, added, the highlights of the black, blended it all in. Freehand hello fall. As you can see, the fall is a little higher than the hello, but I find that just fine, doesn't bother me. And then I just did some little gingham check ribbon, and I used the Dollar Tree twine. This ribbon I actually got in Dollar Tree in, I want to say like in August. I went back to get more, they didn't have any more. It was apparently a big seller. Okay, and here's my other 2 scarecrows. I find these little guys so cute. Okay, so again, the same thing, a Dollar Tree frame. And this is from the Farmer's Market calendar, the print. And I just loved how it looked. And then again, I have another floral arrangement there, same as the other side. Now here is my garland that I did. And this really, I didn't go out to buy the product. I actually had burlap, and all I did was cut into strips. This was actually a tablecloth, and during the beginning of the pandemic, I decided that I wanted to paint my dining room chairs, and I wanted to use black and white fabric. And I picked up on clearance over in Hobby Lobby probably a month before the pandemic happened. It was probably either the end of January or February. The Christmas went 90% off, and I got 2 tablecloths for like maybe $2 or $3, $5 at the most, but I think it was more in the range of $2 or $3. So I used the tablecloths to cover the seats of my chairs, and I had some leftover fabric, and I didn't want to throw it away because I figured maybe I'd make not a placemat, maybe a table runner or something. Instead, I decided to make this garland, which I'm going to keep this up probably year round and just add little things for different seasons. So this was pretty much free for me. And all I did on here was I got some twine, well, a little thicker than twine, some rope that I had bought, I think maybe in Walmart. And all I did was tie and knot these together. And I absolutely love this. I have seen these garlands go anywhere from $20 and $30. This literally cost me maybe $2 to make because I had everything on hand as just laying around material. Okay, so my next thing is this chair here. This chair here many years ago I bought back in the 1980s for my mom. She used to collect dolls, and she didn't want it anymore, like maybe 10 years ago, and she gave it back to me. And back in 1980, I paid like $20 for the chair. So I actually included that in my total of decorating my mantle. So here I found at Target the pumpkin patch pillow. It was literally the only one they had, and it says Apple Orchard on the other side. My Target has been awful. I go there every day looking for fall or Halloween stuff in the dollar spot, and they just don't put it out. When I was there on Friday, today's Sunday, they had boxes saying must be put out or display by 8:30. So they are definitely behind. My Target is not the best on stocking. I hope everyone else has a much better Target than I do. So in here are more of the ceramic pumpkins. This little basket is actually for milk bottles or canning jars. I picked that up at Tractor Supply. It was maybe $3, and it was on clearance 1 year, maybe a year ago, about a year ago. Down here, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see what this looked like before. I went to a thrift store on Friday, and this was originally like kind of like a copper bread, more like a copper pumpkin. It just didn't go with my decor, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I could do something with it. So all I did, again, I love white chalk paint. I painted with white chalk paint, and then this was originally like a gold screening. I painted that with black. To tie it all in, again, my black and white ribbon. And the leaves were originally like a dark brown. I decided just to put a little pop of color of green. And that's all I did with that. So that's what we have here. Now down here, let me back up a little bit. This wooden toolbox I found at the Goodwill over the summer. It was $9.99. I knew I'd be able to do something with it. I picked it up and I literally cleaned it up one day and I just plopped it in front of my fireplace and didn't give it much more thought after that. So now I'm going to keep it there because I kind of like how this came out. And all this was, again, Dollar Tree florals. I love Dollar Tree for their florals. All I did was paint a couple of mason jars. These are like the pint size. These I bought like a case of them in Walmart for, I think it was like $7. So I used 3 of them, and I did one of gold, one of green, and one like a pumpkin color. And all I did with the Dollar Tree twine again is I just wrapped it around the top of the mason jar lid, not lid, mouth opening, and I made a bow. And I have, how many do I have? I think I have 5 sprays in each one. Yeah, it came to a total of 15 sprays in the florals. So that's what I have back there. This isn't part of my display, but I did include it in my decoration. This was a picture that I got at a thrift store for like $1. It's an older cross stitch. Here's the other one, but that's just chilling out because when I take my florals out, they'll either stay or I'll be putting something for Christmas. Right here is my next Dollar Tree DIY. And on this DIY, it was a really simple process. Again, I used the 3 pumpkins. I just glued them on top of one another. And those pumpkins, just like the ones in my Hello Fall sign, they were the same type of pumpkins on that stand. And all I did again was white chalk paint. I did the initials. My husband's name is Anthony, so I put Anthony and C for Cammy. And I had these Dollar Tree crows, which it also tied in with my crows on top of these little cute scarecrows up here. So that's why I chose to use the crows on that. Behind here is a Walmart pillow, and that also was only about $5. And what I have here is pine cones from my yard, more pumpkin. These were actually pumpkin picks that I got at Walmart. They were 98 cents. Check out Walmart because they have really nice picks and nice florals, just as cheap as Dollar Tree. Okay, and on here is a bowl that I found. It's a wooden pumpkin bowl. And I found this at the thrift store also on Friday. I found a lot of cool things that day. And this was $3. I fell in love with this bowl. I think what I'm going to do is use it year round and just kind of turn it where you don't see the leaves. Because I think I could get away with people not saying, hey, you got a pumpkin out there. This last piece is a wooden bucket. I flipped it upside down, and that I also found at Goodwill for about $7.99, I think it was. Let me tell you, my Goodwill is not a very good Goodwill. I have to go in there quite often. So I got that there, and because I had the chair on one side, I needed some height for this side. So I flipped it upside down and it kind of worked out. At least I think it worked out. So there you have it. It's my entire 2020 fall ensemble for my fireplace. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Cammy. I have CammysCraftiques as my channel, and I also sell on Mercari under CammysCraftiques, and I'm also on Instagram. Please, if you like this video and you like my ideas and you would like to see more of my ideas, just hit that subscribe, click on the bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you soon.